Hello guys, this is Alex here again, and today I'm not going to show you how to make some toy, but I will do new tutorial for beginners, and of course maybe for someone that is not beginner but like to see something about this making on my channel, because you know sometimes it's difficult to understand something about more types of pieces, because for my designs I use few types of pieces. Sometimes I use 4 different sizes of pieces. And now I will explain you a little bit about that. So first of all, if you are a beginner, you need to know that 4 most used size of pieces are 116, 132, 164 and 128. But of course for beginners we always use these 2 sizes, because of course this is not 3D origami piece. I will show you how to make 3D origami piece, but before that I will show you how to get these pieces of paper from and how to make pieces from them. So this is for beginner sizes, and this is when you get some experience in 3D origami. So first of all, if you don't know what is 3D origami, that is origami but in 3D. So it's not first of all, toys are not made with one sheet of paper or one part, or maybe sometimes even 2 parts of 2 papers, but it's made with units or pieces, and you need a lot of them for some bigger toys. But of course you can even make smaller toys with big amount of pieces if you make with these smaller ones. But of course this is still only pieces of paper. So what this number means: you don't need to remember what is measurement of these pieces, because I think it's better to make with A4 paper, and of course this is numbers for A4 papers, of course, and I bet you already even have some at least white pieces, white print paper at home. So A4 80 grams best, so you can make and measure like that, because it's very simple to measure like that. You don't need to remember what is size of this one and every single one of them. So first of all, how to get this size of paper for pieces. You need one A4 paper. This is one A4 print paper. It's yellow color. Why not? Why to use only white color in tutorials? I mean, for beginners. Of course you can make toys with different colors of papers, because it's of course look better. You don't need to paint that toys, you just need to use right color of paper. And now you probably saying he made creases here because it's too difficult to do on video. It's difficult to do on video. I made that pieces because sometimes I store my paper like this, because I only use for 3D origami these color papers, and I have more space when I store papers like this. First of all, you need one paper, and then A4 paper, print paper, 80 grams I recommend, and then you need to fold in half like this. You know how to do that. And then you need to do that one more time. And as you can see, we still don't have this size of paper here, so we will fold one more time, and still it's bigger. and one more time. And now we have 1/16, and you need to make these creases better, so when you open this paper you will see on paper. So now let's first look at this paper now. As you can see here, you have these pieces. I mean, you didn't draw them, you just made with creasing, because it's simple and fast and very so much better than to draw lines here and or to cut with some blade machine. It's better to do like that, and then just you need scissors to cut these lines to make these pieces. So what we did here, we fold 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and when you fold this paper 4 times, every time you fold in half like this, you will get this 1/16. So of course, if you want to make 1/32 size of pieces, you still can do that with this paper without cutting it. I don't recommend this, but sometimes it's hard to do that, but you can fold now in half. But you will make paper bad because it's too much folding for one paper, it's too fat now. But as you can see those lines. Only important part is to see these lines. Even if you don't see very good here, you can fold only that part here to make it better, as you can see here. So we have that line good enough, and you need to do that. But of course, what is better for beginners, when you crease like this far for 1/16 size of pieces, you can open this paper and then cut here in half and make this 1/32 only with one side of paper, because you have smaller, it's not so fat paper, and you can bend easier, not to make these bad lines. Here you will get better lines. But first of all, what is 1/16? 1/16, as you can see here, 1/16 is 16 pieces from one A4 paper. So when you fold this paper in half until you get this size of paper here, as you can see, rectangular, you will have 16 pieces of paper like this when you cut these lines. But let's see. First, take your lucky scissors or any scissors you have. It's not lucky scissors, of course. You can do with any scissors. But these scissors I use from beginning of 3D origami, so I don't want to change them. It's small scissors, but it's good for me. So when you have this paper like this, you can bend and bend and bend. And now you have this 1/16. And now when you bend one more time, you will get better lines on this paper for 1/32. If you want to do like that, it's more work because it's slower, but you get better lines. You can see these lines better to make this 1/32. And what is 1/32? That is 32 pieces from one A4 print paper, and of course you will do that for this second half as well. So when you look at whole paper, you have 132, this size of paper. Here you get 32 pieces of paper for your 3D origami pieces. And now, of course, you can now cut these lines and make these pieces. 132 pieces of paper. Of course, we didn't come to that part when we start to make 3D origami pieces. So I want to explain you first what is this number means, because when you see my tutorials, you will see on start of tutorial, you will see these numbers and then how much pieces you need for each of these numbers, so or sizes of pieces. But many people ask me what that means and something like that, because I don't put numbers. You don't need to remember numbers. This is not math, this is art, so you don't need any numbers or anything to calculate or something. So it's better to do only to mark these pieces. So this is 32, this is 16 and 64, you know what it is. Because when you make a bunch of pieces, you will remember what it is. And now, I will show you how to get these smaller pieces. So, first of all, you can do 164 with this one half. So 164 is 64 pieces of paper from one A4 paper. And then you will get like this when we stop to that part, when we have this 132, and then of course one more time and half. And still you will get some bad lines, but as you can see here, you will get 32 from half paper, because this is only half. This is second one, so you need to do that 2 times to get 64 pieces from one A4 paper. But you don't need to do that, but of course it's way more better to do. Even when you're making this 164, it's better to cut here in half this 132 and then bend how much you need times in half to get this size. And then you need to do 1 more time and 2 more times with this second half of paper. And when you're making this 128, you need to cut this quarter of paper in half. So 128 is 128 these small pieces from one A4 paper, and you will get from this small part, because it's small pieces, you need to make them with small part. So now this is 164, and then when you bend in half, you will get a bunch of this 128, as you can see. And you will get 128 pieces of papers like this from one A4 paper, print paper. So that's it for that part. I will show you how to make pieces with 132 or 116, because this is smaller ones. So when you learn how to make any size, you can make without tutorial, of course. So first we need to make some pieces of papers for our pieces. You can cut like this in strips. Like that. and then you can, so this is half of A4 paper. You can do it whole paper, but it's better to do like this because you get better edges and better lines when you make with smaller. And then you see here lines, line. You can take them together like this. It's a little bit faster to do. Of course, when you have this one, you can cut one by one, but it is a little bit slow work, and you need so much time to do that. So they don't need to be perfect, because when you make that triangle, you don't gonna see how it's cut edge, if it's perfect, smooth, or anything. Or you can take some strips like this and cut more in same time. I recommend when you make these pieces like this for 132 or I don't know 164, take 4 strips maximum. Don't do it more, because you're not going to balance them pretty well, and then you will cut bad, and one piece will be bigger, one piece will be smaller. So it's better to do with 4 maximum strips. Only with 116 you can do with 5. And now we have this 132 size piece. How to make one piece, 3D origami piece. First of all, you need to take one piece, and then you need to take like this between fingers. Of course, you can take this piece even like this on table and then crease or something. I show you how I do that. So if you don't like this this method to make this piece, you don't need to do that. So take with fingers like this on this edge, and then with thumbs go up like this. So make like this, and then slowly remove your point fingers and then close. So this is bent in half. It's a little bit faster than to put on table and then crease and something like that. And then what you need to do, this is part for beginners. You need to bend like this on. You have to make crease on middle, because we will bend this here on this middle line. So we need that middle line to bend. So you need to align that on middle, same thing on this one here. And as you can see here, they are in same level here. So you need to turn this piece, and then this corner with both of these papers here, you need to bend down like this. So as you can see here, this edge needs to go on this edge to align like this, and then you need to close down this, and then you will turn your piece and then do the same thing on this side like this, and close piece. I mean bend this part here, and then you need to close whole piece like this, and then you will get one 3D origami piece. Of course, you now will say that is so slow, I need over 200 pieces for some toy. Of course it's slow, but it's tutorial. You don't need to do this so slow. When you learn how to make these pieces, you can do that so fast. For example, I will make one more time a little bit faster without this tutorial. So you need to take one piece, and then you need to bend in half like this, and then you need to bend one side, and then you need to bend the second side, and then you need to close like this, and bend this, and close piece. And you will get same piece as you did. What I skipped to do on this making, I didn't make this middle here, but still you see here it's perfectly on the middle. So this kind of making, when you skip making this middle crease here, you will get so much time and you're not going to spend time on that creasing. But if you are a beginner, do that, because you cannot do this so early. You need to learn how to make pieces first, and then when you make some pieces, for example few hundred of pieces or maybe more, you will manage to do this without that middle crease. So now, when you have some experience in 3D origami and making 3D origami pieces, you will make these pieces of papers fast, and you will get one piece, and then you will get one 3D origami piece very fast. So, what is more important here with this fast making? You can make so many pieces fast, first of all, and second, when you start to making pieces without even looking at the piece, you can make pieces even faster, and you can make pieces doing something else, because you can watch some movie or something and make these pieces very fast. I do that, and you can even talk with someone. You don't even look at your hands, just to take some paper, and you don't even need to look at these pieces. You will put on side this bunch of pieces of paper, and then you just grab one, make one piece, very fast without even looking at piece. Of course, you cannot test me if I look on that piece or not, but maybe I'm lying. So first of all, this is what you need to do. You need to take one piece, put like this, bend this side with thumbs, take out middle fingers, point fingers, and then do like that. Make this middle line, open piece, bend this, and then flip like this, and then bend this, fold, rotate, bend this, fold, close, and you get piece. You cannot make with these pieces toys. Of course, sometimes you need this kind of piece closed, but for example, if you make airplane wing, if you already saw that aeroplane and you are a beginner and you want that airplane, you need these pieces. But when you make most of the toys, you need to have something like this. So this is open pieces, it's not closed like this, and you need to do that because it's so easier to put one on each other, and it's better looking. So you need to do that. How to do that? You can have some stick like this, maybe even smaller, and keep that stick for making this piece. Because for example, you have these white ones or yellow ones, and you have this stick with this fat piece here, and then you will put on top. So put these two tops inside of these holes and push down, and then you can take your finger, for example this one, put inside and rotate like this to make this perfect piece. So this is perfect piece for making toys. Of course you can do that with some pen or something, but of course it's faster to do with finger because you already have your finger here close, and then you can do that, and then you can do that. Of course, you can do that when you're taking off pieces, but even it's better when you making this stick to make that round shape there, and then round shape there, and then second one round shape there, and then let's put this just made one put on top, round like this, and then put, and you will get the stick. And of course do the same thing with all other pieces. Of course with these bigger ones, and even with 1/16 pieces, when you make this piece, for example, let's make from this one. You can open a little bit like this with this point finger, pull this side a little bit, and then take this side and pull this side a little bit, then put your finger a little bit inside and round this edge with this second finger, and you can do that to make this piece for making without even putting on the stick. You can do that with 1/32 and 1/16. So that's pretty much it for making these pieces. When you make these pieces, you will get a bunch of pieces. And what is most important thing in 3D origami? It's starting to make something, of course. So if you want to make something, you need to make, most of the time you need to make base. So this is fast 3D origami base, and it's simple. This is for beginners. In most of my videos I'm not showing how to make base, because that is something that you need to know before you start to make from tutorials. And I recommend to make some simple toys. Don't make so complicated toys. Go make some regular penguin or owl, or I don't know, some teddy bear maybe, and something like that. And swan, for example. Don't make some, for example, I don't know, some superheroes from my channel if you are just beginner. Make something little bit simpler, and then come on my channel and make anything you want, because you will get some experience and you will make easier. So first of all, you need to put 3 pieces. You have many types of bases, of course, and you don't need to move your camera when you're recording. So you need to put this top here on this one. This is easy making. You have bases with these standard pieces. What is standard pieces? What is inverted pieces? Standard pieces when you have turned like this, or normal pieces, you can call them normal pieces. And inverted when you turn piece like this, rotate, and then put like this. So this is inverted piece. When you hear that somewhere, you know what it is. It's inverted piece when you this piece rotate and put somewhere. So that's inverted piece. Of course, you can start with row of inverted pieces and then put like this to start. But I will show you now how to make like this. This is simple base with 2 rows and smallest amount of rows per smallest amount of pieces per row is, I don't know, maybe 10 for beginners. So you need to make, of course, if you make 10 pieces per row, you need to make 10 times this. So you just put pieces like this, one on each other. You need to do that 10 times if you're making base with 10 pieces per row. So how much we have here? 5. Two more times. Let's clean this a little bit. And now, what you need to do. So you have same times same thing. Put this top inside of this hole of this piece, and then you just need to continue doing that until you run out of pieces. So keep doing that, keep doing that. Now I run out of pieces. What you do now? You need to close your base. So do this lower piece, top of this lower piece need to go in hole of this higher piece, and you will get yourself your first 3D origami base. So this is 3D origami base. Base is part of toy, starting part of toy. So it's base. You have different types of bases, but this is how to make base with 10 pieces per row, and it's base with 2 rows. You can even, when you're making base, you can do like this: put on top and put on top one more time. You can do this. So this is base of, you made this 10 times, for example. You made base with 3 rows. It's a secured base, not so like it's gonna break, but you know, you can do like that. But maybe it's simple for you, if you are beginner, to do it this: 2 rows in one base. And so that's pretty much it for that. I show you almost everything for beginners. If you are not new one but you want to learn something about my channel and making, and you don't understand something that I made or I don't know something about my designs, you can request me to explain in some tutorials, of course. For it's not for beginners, doesn't matter. So guys, if you are beginners and you watch this video, of course, thank you so much, but you can start with 132 or 116. That's I recommend for beginners. And almost half an hour long video, but it's okay. You need to explain carefully something. Sorry for that, guys that don't understand what I'm saying because they don't know English, but English is not my main language as well, so I learn English. So I'm sorry, but maybe you understand something from this tutorial as well. So that's pretty much it. I hope you understand something about this art. If you do, I'm glad you did. So you can start with making 3D origami toys now. And this is some kind of remake of my first tutorial, because maybe I didn't explain very well about these sizes of pieces, because many times I get some questions about these sizes, because you don't need to remember numbers, what is measurement of this piece, because most of you will make with A4 paper. So it calls like this because it is from A4 paper. So this one here is one paper, A4 paper, print paper, and this 32 is number of pieces that you will get, number of pieces of paper that you will get from one A4 paper. So that's pretty much it for that part. I hope you understand that. And then you can make 32 3D origami pieces with 32 pieces of paper like this. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you understand something, not to mention that you enjoy this boring video, but of course. Take care, guys, and as always, you can subscribe to my channel if you are a new visitor, because if you beginner in 3D origami, you are a new visitor, so you can subscribe to my channel for of course support and more videos. I will really appreciate it, and you can even watch all my videos, and one day I hope you will understand all tutorials and make so many toys from my channel as well. That's it. Take care, and I see you soon.